Hey everyone, welcome back. This is Bill. I appreciate you taking the time out to listen to my ramblings. I am an expat and I do live in the Philippines. I want to talk today about building your community. I've been very fortunate to spend some time last weekend. I went out to Quezon City, Manila area, and I got to meet up with some local preppers. It was really cool. And they're a small knit group. They have core competent individuals. They have a radio guy, they have a tech guy, they have a nurse, they have someone with military background, and they have a spiritual leader as well. So they have a pretty good little group, and they're getting all their preps set up and sorted out. Now they don't all live in the same area, but they have the like mindset, right? So I traveled a couple hours to get to this meeting, and so did most of the others that were there as well. So it is definitely community building on a larger, long scale compared to just building your local neighbors, right? So there's two aspects I want to really touch on. One is find like-minded individuals that you can learn from and share with and rely on in a pinch. Whether they're military, ex-military, police, firemen, nurses, gardeners, farmers, logistic guys, are guys with good skill set. They're carpenters, they're masons, they're electricians. So if you can get a core group of your community friends and prepper stuff built up, once you have some established guidelines, you can start making plans for particular events. So if an event happened in one location and you had a member there, that member has 2 or 3 options to relocate for a period of time during whatever crisis situation they're in. And it's key to have these kind of friends, right? It's key to build this community. Locally here, I have a pretty good rapport with the police, as well as a good rapport with a nurse and some others out here. I do need to start building out more skill-based stuff, right? There's a lot of talent out here in the province. But at the same time, over the many years, I've been building a relationship with my neighbors. Now, I don't go in their house and they don't come into mine. But I'm friendly with them, and I've been charitable during the pandemic and COVID and stuff like that. So, they know who I am, and, they respect me and I respect them. I've never had any problems with anybody in my neighborhood out here. So the couple things I'm working on, and this is why I went out and met these guys, and I won't drop their names, they know who they are. But I'm also building my community out as well as the online presence that I have. Obviously, I'm in a lot of prepper forums and channels and things of that nature. But I'm building out my community locally, or as local as I can get, with individuals that have a great skill set. One of these individuals is willing to work with me on my radio stuff, and I'm very much appreciative of that, so I can get my licensing done and then get all my gear set up correctly and then start using it, practicing, and growing my skills with my radios. So I'm really excited about that, and he's not too far from me, so we can probably do something here on site. So I'm looking forward to that too. But there's a lot of lone wolf preppers, and these guys, they take care of themselves. They got their stash. Maybe they're out off grid somewhere, and they're relying 100% on themselves, which is great. Self-sustainability is absolutely awesome. I'm at a point where I can probably sustain myself, my wife, and some, half dozen other folks that might be crashing with us. But at the same time, if something was to happen to me, I'm not sure what would happen here. Right, but if I have a community of like-minded individuals and we have plans in place, and we're doing things to help each other grow in skill sets, right? So, it's not all about stacking and stacking and stacking and shooting and beams. All that is important, but it's also about getting out, knowing your local community, your local police, your local fire department. I'm trying to get an interview with the local police chief out here, and I got some other stuff in that being coming up in some other videos. But I am also reaching out to people online. I'm getting their feedback on products. I'm giving my feedback on the products that I've bought. And your community can be online, but I'm really stressing that in a disaster situation, you want a community that's local to you or semi-local to you. So if it's an isolated event in one area, you can all lean in to support that individual that may be in the affected area. or if it's a wider scale issue, you guys can have plans in place where you might meet up at a final bug out location or stage location until you can determine what's going on. So that everybody stages at one spot, self-assessment's done, group assessment's done, and then you make your decision for what's your next step. So this is going to be a short video today. I just wanted to put out that I was really happy that I physically got off my butt, took the drive, went out and met some really nice people and had a good time. And I think I've got a good grip on this community, and I wanted to let people know that you need to do this as well. You can't just stay at home, shop online, and chat in prepper forums all the time. You need to get out and get your hands on, meet some people, talk to them in person, get to know the real them, not the online persona, and then make your judgment call based on your gut feeling and things of that nature. So this is kind of a shout out to that group. You guys know who you are. I'm sure you all watch my videos, but at the same time, I just want to say to anybody else that's been prepping and stacking, it also helps with your anxiety when you can sit down and talk to other people face to face that are going through some of the same issues you're going through with anxiety, with worrying about which preps are more important or how to do it the correct way. And the other neat thing is you can share resources, right? So if, like for my case, I have a freeze dryer. Now there's going to be a point of time where I've already stacked enough food that I can stack, right? They say stack to the moon, but I got a lot of food. But I can also take some cycles out of that freeze dryer process and let some of the other members of my group or community start stacking their long-term food preps. So these are things we talk about. These are things that I'm more than willing to participate physically in getting to build my community of preppers and people that are taking care of business, right? That's what we're doing. And I tell you what, I've been hit up by so many people, a dozen expats out here that are having power concerns, which is obviously, if you've been following any of my videos, you know that power has been a problem in the Philippines a long time, and it's really bad right now. And as I said 3 weeks ago, it's going to get really bad the rest of this summer. So you might want to bend your focus a little bit more on some solar equipment, some batteries, and some devices that can get you through a 3-4 day brownout, to be quite honest. Anyways, that's a quick video today. I just wanted to do a shout out. I want to say thanks to that group of folks. You know who you are. I am communicating with you guys, as you know, and we'll keep in contact. If you haven't reached out to any groups nearby you, there are a ton of prepper groups all over the place. Go in with a little bit of caution, fill them out, find some individuals, make that connection, and you'll be surprised how helpful it can be in the end. Everyone, stay safe, hit that like button, and I'll see you next time.